Today's episode is brought to you by Casper. Get $50 towards any mattress purchase by visiting casper.com/Titus and using promo code Titus. And now, here with the Armageddon update, your motherfucker and mine, Christopher Titus!
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. And I know you are most likely listening to this at work. Why? Because according to all statistics, the United States has the lowest mandatory paid vacations in the industrialized world. The number is 0. That's right. We are the world's sweatshop, except for China, India, Singapore, Egypt, and any other country where they chop off heads at soccer games during halftime. You know, we don't get any paid vacation days by law. Guess who has the most, son of a bitch, in Austria? That's why. Those snow skiing, hot tubbing, golden Nazi master race pricks got it so good. Yeah, Austria has a mandatory legal minimum of 22 paid vacation days and 13 paid holidays each year. The average private sector U.S. worker receives 16 paid vacation days and holidays, and 1 in 4 Americans doesn't have a single paid day off. You got that, right? People are working their asses off, and 1 out of every 4 of us is so burned out he's about to have an aneurysm, but thank God we won't notice him twitching under his desk in his cubicle as he bleeds out from his ears. So, we have the most overworked and stressed out people and the most guns. I'm sure that'll work out. The studies also show that men who don't take vacation are 32% more likely to have a heart attack, and women 50% more likely to have their aortas lock up if they don't put on a bikini and pound some double mojitos a few weeks a year. I have read enough studies on the subject of vacation to have learned that if you don't take some time off, you're going to end up on the news while the judge reads the verdict, or you're going to die in some corporate hellhole from a stress-related stroke. Germany has a ton of vacation days, and they are some of the most productive people in the world. Almost too productive, if you know what I mean. And France has a ton of vacation days, and they are still... France. Okay, bad example. Look, it seems that the countries with the most mandatory vacation days are pretty much just as productive as we are. But I have this thing in the back of my head. See, that if I don't work, I don't get paid. Or Trent and acquisitions will take less vacation than I do and get the promotion that I work my goddamn ass for. And that ain't gonna happen, Trent, you ass-kissing corporate whore. It'll be fine. You know, we'll take a long weekend in Easter next year, okay, everybody? And a week before that, I will study the pictures of my kids so I can recognize them. I mean, how many kids do I have now? 2, 3? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They may not know me, but they will go to a decent school, have the newest cell phones, and designer Converse, because I'm not like those cheese-eating, wine-drinking frogs. I'm an American, and I'm going to work until my brain and my heart pops. And then, at least my kids can use the money I worked for to take a nice vacation. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Hello, everybody. Christopher Titus Podcast. It's midsummer. We're getting ready to go on vacay. With me, as always, to the right. She's a beauty, and she's tight. Bombshell Rae.
What's up, people?
I mean, like, you look like, you know, I'm trying to use...
Keeping it tight.
Trying to use some black vernacular.
Yo, man, that girl's tight, man. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds
Thank
better
you, Willie.
coming from him.
I know, doesn't it? It actually, isn't it weird? Black guys can pull off stuff that I can if I say it. It's almost like, you ever see a white guy trying to talk too black? You just go, "Aw." It's almost like when the head is...
Yo, man, why your hat on sideways, man? You white.
It'd be great if there was a black guy that just handled culture, just went around and straightened out white guys' hats.
Yo, man, you can't wear that to the side. You ain't been approved, man. You ain't been cleared yet. Move your hat. Damn, straighten your damn hat out. You're supposed to look like a damn Travis Tritt instead of trying to look like Trevor down the street.
I miss him.
He's back. He's back. But at least everybody knows now. So that was Willie Jello Johnson. He's still?
I'm always here, baby. I'm in your brain. I'm in your heart. I'm in your minds, because there's always room for Jello.
Thanks, Willie. I would like to say that vacation, the more I read about it, as I get older, I'm starting to think that vacations are mandatory. And I'm starting to get that weird crotchety old man thing where, you know...
Starting.
Okay, listen. You can also be a
you
pissed off young guy, too.
You just mad-dogged a lady in the CVS
she
parking lot.
mad-dagged me. She was, Cadillac was parked next to me. I'm sitting in the car. I'm on my phone. I would like to say I did not mad-dog it. So she comes in. She stands at my door. I'm looking at my phone and just stares at me. and just stares at me. Like I've parked too close. She's got 3 feet next to me, between me and her car, and she's looking at me like I'm bothering her. Well, maybe, lady, if you knew how to drive, maybe you wouldn't have to be mad dogging someone who parked between the lines when you didn't, you little punk. And so I mad dogged her on the way out. I did. Look at her.
Well, I couldn't figure out why we weren't pulling out because we had stopped, and I looked at you, and your whole face, your big giant face, was all up in the window.
Yo,
I
my
knew
big
you were
giant- I
giving
don't
her
like
the
your comment.
old look-a-rooski.
Yeah, dude, you got a huge head, man. You got a big giant. She snailed it. You got a big giant face. That's what it is. Oh, I see Fetus in the back nodding. Fetus came in late. Hey, that's ironic. Willie here early. Fetus here late. How you doing, Fetus?
I'm doing great. I think he's smoking something. That's weird. That was a very weird, little cracky, though. It was I'm doing great. It's a little-
Maybe he's going through puberty.
Oh, that'd be so cute if we went through puberty.
Oh, my gosh.
We're so happy for you. I remember
I'll
when
buy you the Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret book.
Uh-huh.
Did you read? Did you?
Also, we got to
No?
get it. We have to get him Everybody Poops, too. There's a book called
Everybody Poops.
Everybody Poops, yeah. There's actually a kid's book called Everybody Poops.
I have it at home.
You have it?
You have, of course you have.
Yo, man, he got the Everybody Poops book. I would have bet money he had that.
So here's what's going on. So vacations, people don't. I was reading it. It just Ray brought something up. Bombshell said, you should write about vacations because we're on vacation starting. We're going to Vegas tomorrow. We're going to do in Vegas Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then boom, we're on
South Point Casino.
South Point Casino in Vegas, and then we're going to go on vacation with the family. And she said you should write something on vacations and make it really short because you're already on vacation. Ha ha ha! She's trying to write the jokes. But then I started doing the research.
God.
I started to do.
You are a bitter, vengeful person.
I'm an asshole. So then I started looking at the statistics, and the statistics are pretty disturbing. People, the rest of the industrialized world has some fun. We don't take any. Do you know there's no legal mandatory days? Like, no one even thinks about that. We're just trying to get $15 an hour, trying to get a decent minimum wage. No one thinks about that. We don't even have. There's nothing on the books that says you have to give your employees a week off. A week off, not even a week.
Week off.
A week off. Shut up. What are you just irreverent mocking today? Just out of the blue weirdness. Did you know that, Fetus, that we don't get any time? Like, it's legal. Like, I don't have to give you any time off at all.
Sweet.
This job is a vacation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
If you didn't hear him, he
that
said
was,
this job is a vacation.
That was. I've never had my butt sucked that hard in a long time. That was nice.
There's
bro.
actually a movement, a very small, tiny movement, probably
'Cause
of
everybody
one
poops.
or two people that are requesting and hashtagging, please don't eat fetus.
Yeah, the hashtag don't eat fetus, which is if you don't know what we're talking about, it's the weirdest hashtag ever. We stopped eating fetus years ago. Of course, in Vietnam, you can go to the fetus market where they just got them hanging and like next to the chickens.
Ew.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a great story. Margaret Smith, very funny comedian. If you guys ever see Margaret Smith, she's really sardonic, really funny. She tells this great story. She goes to they went to Vietnam with a girlfriend, and so they decided because they eat cats and stuff over there, she's going to bring a cat home. She's going to save a cat from Vietnam. She tells this great story, and she says she goes to one of the markets and got live cats, and she goes, "We want that one." And the lady goes, "This one?" And she said, "Yeah." The woman opens the cage, grabs the cat, and
don't tell me.
snaps his neck right in front of him. It's like, no. Not only did she kill it quicker, like I don't. It's they didn't even give him a chance. You want to pet it first before you eat it? They didn't say. It makes total sense. It makes total sense that they didn't hand it to her.
Well, right, because you don't go to Ralph's here and they hand you the rope to lead your cow out the door, I guess.
Anyway, made me laugh. So vacations. So Austria gets like 23 days plus 13 paid holidays. Yeah, it's like 33 days a year, dude. Austria gets because you know why those people, they're all the golden child Nazi people. They all need some time off. Germany gets like 30 days. France.
Like when they're on vacation.
They can't hear you, and you're mumbling.
You gotta yell. If you're yelling from the back, you still gotta yell from the back. You gotta do it right. You're gonna be. If you don't start yelling from
Otherwise,
the back,
it's dead air.
you'll never be on the mic. So you have to yell from the back till you earn your spot at the mic.
What do they sound like when they're on vacation?
Who? The Austrians?
And the Germans. What do they sound like?
Oh, the German. Well, this is great to be on vacation. How many days have you had? 22. Us, the Americans, they have not taken the vacation in so long. They look so tired and fat. Look at how fat the Americans are. We are just chilling in Greece. Everything's so cheap here because we've destroyed the banks. And that was the Germans on vacation.
I don't like that voice either, man. That voice, I don't know, strike me in my soul. I don't like that voice at whatsoever. Don't do the German voice no more.
Willie doesn't want me to do the German voice anymore.
Willie mostly hates inner retard more than anyone.
I would say this about that. I like Willie no matter what he does.
You do?
Yeah, I like the Willie. He's big and scary.
Don't you? Why don't you're not mad because he's mad at you? You don't reciprocate hate.
No, I don't. I know I'm the Gandhi of disabled people.
How so?
Well, I eat more than he did, but I have to wear a diaper. Wow. That's why he's the Gandhi. I know it wasn't a diaper. We got to explain to him that it wasn't a diaper Gandhi was wearing. So, and I thought it was weird. And I went down all these lists of countries, and we're the worst. We're the worst. We have 0 mandatory pay days. The United States, the strongest nation on the planet, with the biggest money, we don't give our employees any mandatory days. Now, most people get 2 weeks.
They're not mandatory.
In the rest of the world, yes, they are. It's by law.
Oh.
By law in every industrial.
I was going to say in a lot of places they're not mandatory. However,
you having trouble saying mandatory?
I'm having trouble speaking at all today. To be honest, I'm very sick. In case anyone's
She's very
wondering.
sick. She's had a fever back and forth. She's right now a bombshell. Still looking smoking hot though. 2 ear infections. What else?
And a sinus infection.
And a sinus infection. Yeah.
And I haven't started medication yet because CVS sucks.
Well, I'm gonna give you a sinus massage.
Ew.
No.
No.
Yeah, take that out. Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh yeah, gonna drain you, girl.
Ew.
Wow, dude, calm down.
Just trying to help, man.
But a lot of places let you accrue vacation time, like paid, and you can build up days or take the money.
In Europe, it's mandatory. Now,
I hate when you get like this.
I'm trying to explain to you that
Stupid.
That every company, although you get vacation, a lot of companies do it because they couldn't keep employees. I like when you get your stupid look. Your stupid look is really cute. We're talking about looks on this horrible, personally, sound.
That's what they used to do on old radio programs.
Yes, for War of the Worlds. We should do that one day. We should do like a play. We should write a play one day for this.
Somebody always dies.
Yep. A War of the Worlds or something. Do like a funny War of the Worlds parody. Let's do that.
What's that?
Oh, geez. And again, the gap is revealed. War of the Worlds. You don't know the whole story about War of the Worlds. Fetus, you know this story. You scream it out.
Was it Orson Welles?
Orson Welles,
yeah.
yep.
So Orson Welles did this radio broadcast.
Made him famous, by the way.
They prefaced it saying it was just it was fake, like a radio show.
But they did it once.
But they did it only one time, very briefly at the start of the radio broadcast, and a lot of people tuned in late. And what these people listened to it, and it was all like this. It was like as mockumentary as you could get now. It sounded like a real radio news broadcast about aliens attacking Earth. And
they were in New Jersey.
Over.
They were in New Jersey. Aliens were attacking New Jersey. And you got to remember, this is 1930 something, 1930. And babe, people took guns to the streets.
People were freaking out.
People got shot. It was horrible. They thought aliens were coming, and they finally had their issue retraction. So we could do something like that one day. We'll come in
without the people in the guns.
Yeah,
we'll
come up with something though that'll be an homage.
Theater of the mind.
Yes, theater of the mind. You will see things that you cannot see.
Snicker.
So, what's the best vacation you ever had?
Best vacation.
I got mine already.
You're going to say Kauai.
Well, okay, so I
So
didn't
I'm
ask you
gonna
about mine.
upstage you.
Ask you about yours.
Kauai.
Why?
Kauai. I have a couple that are really good. They're tip top. Kauai was really amazing. You were sort of forced to unplug on that island because there's nothing else to do, and it's so fairy tale Hawaiian island because there are fish taco shacks and beer shacks, and we rented a convertible mini.
The drinks are like they want you to stay there. It was only, that's what it was like. It was like they were trying. Here's how good Kauai is. You go to Kauai, you pay your fee for the hotel, whatever, and it's like the food and the drinks. They're trying to get you to move there. Doesn't it feel like that?
But there's no like major civilization there. The resorts are the biggest thing built there, and beyond that, you can just explore. But it's all little mom and pop hut type things. Like there were no.
There was like little tiny malls. It wasn't a hut.
A mall.
It wasn't exactly. It wasn't Gilligan's Island. that Honolulu Bay little mall thing.
That is not a mall.
tiny
Those are little tiny
strip
shops.
mall. It's a tiny little strip mall.
Oh, please.
It's
Tiny
little strip
Boober-
mall. Yeah,
Hubbard.
you just give
Strawberry.
we went to there to Titus.
Scooby
There's a guy
Dooby.
named Titus Kaniki Nakamaka.
No.
Titus Kaniki Nakamaka is a famous surfer over there.
They're
There's
just tiny
and
little
there's a
shops.
Titus. There's a Titus surf shop, which I got a T-shirt.
Surf shop?
Surf shop. You try to say mandatory again. Shut up.
Mickadicky. Anyway, it's not overly...
You sound like you're on medication right now.
I'm trying to be. Right by the airport when you land,
Yo,
there,
I like when she on medication.
there are
man.
things, remember?
Just like Bill Cosby like when his girl's on medication.
Oh my God. But we weren't there. Right outside of the airport, there was a Starbucks. We actually got so desperate, we drove half an hour, 45 minutes from the part of the island we were on all the way to the Starbucks
Yeah, we did.
just to see it and touch it.
It was. So here's the thing about Kauai. You show up at Kauai, it is everything They actually shot Pirates of the Caribbean, a lot of it there, and it's everything you think Hawaii is. If you go to Honolulu, you're going to be pissed. If you go to Honolulu, you're going to be like, I just went to L.A. that I can't leave. I'm in L.A. I cannot leave now. I heard Maui's okay. But man, if you guys are going somewhere, but you have to be able to unplug. If you're going, see, here's what I don't like about vacations. Here's my big pet peeve. A lot of times you go on vacation, and if you go with certain people, they don't want to go on vacation. What's vacation to you? Describe vacation to you.
Drinking, sun, sand, sleep.
Exactly, pretty much sitting in the same place. Sometimes in the same place for 14 hours. Literally, like you're a prisoner of war without the cage. You're just in the same 6x6 foot piece of sand, soaking up the sun. Maybe walking to the water once in a while. Some nice drink that's not a color in nature. Some dark blue, purple drink, whatever. And that's vacation. I, in my past, have gone on vacation with people that get to the vacation spot and then they plan your week. You're getting up, you're going to the thing. Is that you? Is that you, Fetus?
That's my family.
Oh, my God. It's like, we're doing at 8 o'clock in the morning. You guys meet downstairs. The van's going to be waiting for us. Here's what we're going to do. We'll get out. By the way, bring some money because we're going to go shopping.
I love that vacation, though.
I
love going on vacation like that.
You really like
Well,
planning
for me,
everything?
Vacation is the time when you just don't have to think about all the other stressful things in your life, and so you do.
So they add other stressful things
Not
like
really. Like you're not obligated to go. If I want, they can go, and I can stay and
Right.
be on the beach.
I like it too. I like people that take the initiative. They plan cool things that you would never have seen otherwise, and you can either go or not. It's your choice.
See, now I like but I have this guilt thing where if everyone's going, I have to go. Like they want.
problem.
Are you going?
I was just thinking the
No,
same
but
thing.
they pull. Are you going with us? Are you going to go with us? We'd really like you to go
Oh,
with
that's
us.
terrible. They just want you to be with them. You got a hard life.
Don't fucking plan my relaxing. Is all
On
I'm
vacation,
saying.
everybody just wants to be with you.
That's
terrible.
Yeah, I've already planned my relaxing, you bastards. Give me a drink. Now, there's always one or two other people in the group that want to do that too. And if you can kind of form a cabal with them, you can just sit on the beach and just kind of shut up. We'll cook the fish when you guys get back. Go away, and you have the best day ever. You don't have the best day ever because about 3 hours
You
in.
simmer and boil in your own bitterness.
No, about 3 hours in, you're like, we should have gone.
This is boring.
Yeah, I'm bored.
It's hot.
So we should have gone. I mean, what they're doing right now. Probably went to the thing. And then the thing is that
Then we come home. Then
stoked.
you guilt trip us.
you guys come back so stoked. That's
and you say,
this is the shitty
well,
part.
how come you didn't ask me? I mean, if you had just actually asked me to go, I would have gone. If you had invited me.
Shut up and you stop laughing. All I'm saying is that as I'm going through it right now, I don't want to go. I want to sit on the beach and relax. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to decompress. But I do understand that when you guys everybody's got bags of stuff, and they're like, "We found the chocolate. They only make 4 bars a year. We got 2 of the bars. It's great. Oh my God, we had drinks. We went to the wine bar. It was great." Grandma's hammered. Grandma's like, "How you doing? What's going on?" And you guys had this great time, and all the kids are a little bit. The kids have like yogurts, and they're wearing new shirts, and you go, I wasn't part of life today. Thanks. So I have to balance it. I have to find a balance.
Pretty much, there's no winning, is what you're saying. In every situation,
and
is
by
a
the way,
setup.
there's the title of my next album. There's no winning because that's my entire.
So really,
life.
this is an intervention for you. Everyone else enjoys vacation. I have been listening to you pre-complain. You've been prefacing your vacation by
come on.
complaining
No.
in advance
No.
for the last 2 weeks.
2 days.
Maybe more.
No.
Well, on and off, but it's starting to gain momentum. And
Because we're getting closer. I tell you, I gotta get my complaint on.
Yo, man, he's a bitch machine. Watch this. Go ahead, little boy, bitch.
Oh,
Shut up. You can stop.
oh, he's kind of randy today. This year is especially, North Carolina is where I'm from. We go every year. We rent a beach house. It's magical, like for the kids, because I remember being there on that beach when I was a kid and what it was like. How you just see things. It's just magical.
Well, usually it's magical because we're hammered by about 2.
I mean, as a kid, but definitely for me. And 2, when I'm on vacation, I grab a drink at 11 a.m. and head out to the beach. So 2 was being generous. But for me, my mom, there was a point where we thought we would never do this again. And this is a family tradition. And my mom just texted me, and she has landed in North Carolina. So the shit is on.
Yeah.
And that is just amazing to me. Like, what is going on in our lives? I feel like this just makes this so much more special and exciting for me.
And can I say to Cancer Treatment Centers of America, suck it? Because in January, she was told she had 5 months, and now she's killing this cancer that's in her. It's great. We are now 8 months in, and Cancer Treatment Centers of America, or as you call it,
The Costco of death.
can suck it. All right, there you go. We've now done an anti-ad.
This episode was also brought to you by
The people who hate the Cancer Treatment Center. Peggy.
everyone that died under CTCA's care.
Oh, I said that about when we were arguing about your mom, and I was on the phone screaming at people. I remember just going, "Is Peggy real? Is that an actress? Peggy? Peggy who survived?"
You kept yelling about Peggy. I didn't know who Peggy was.
I know,
I finally saw that commercial.
I love that I just sound crazy all the time, even when I'm actually making a valid point. I can live with that. That's
Anyway, so I personally super
Kauai.
stoked about the vacation, super thankful and grateful and appreciative because I really do notice every moment now.
But cool.
So let's talk about how terrible you are and twisted up.
No, I always tell you this. Kauai was. I've never had a vacation like that. When I was growing up with my dad, our vacations were literally you knew that you were going to get yelled at for 7 days. That's pretty much how vacation was going to go.
I have no idea what that's.
You were going to. You don't get yelled at. I take such good care of you. You can stop it. We would get yelled at 3 days before. Okay, I agree. Okay, that's me. All right, that's me. I'll get over. Maybe this is more. I think every episode of the podcast is literally more of a therapy session for me. And as I talk, I hear, I do that. Oh,
Lie down.
So stop. So he would start. You damn kids. We're going on vacation on Friday. Let's just start on Wednesday. You guys better get your crap in the car. Make sure you got it ready because I don't want to come here Friday night. I'm gonna be home after work. I'm gonna fill in some blanks at my dad that he's not filling it. I'm gonna be home after work. I'm gonna be here at 5 o'clock, and we're getting in that car. He goes, I'm gonna get up early. We're gonna get at 3 o'clock. I've been drinking since noon, and then we're gonna drive up to the lake, and we're gonna launch that damn boat before the sun goes down, and I'll be drinking the whole way while we're driving, towing a boat, by the way.
With children in the car.
With kids in the car. And you better shut up the whole way up there because I'm drinking and I really am annoyed. So we get to the lake, 5, 6 o'clock. Sun had a couple hours left. We'd launch the boat, and then we'd ask to go skiing. What? We just got here. You just busted our ass. And then loading the car was always a pain in the ass.
Did he then list everything that he's done, all the jobs that he's done to get to that point, and how dare you ask to do something?
No, most of the time he would jump in the boat and crank it on and go.
Really?
He had fun. Yeah, he that boat had 500 horsepower and it would haul ass, and he loved kind of.
He's drunk.
He'd been drinking. He'd been drinking since noon, and then drove all that way, and then he would take the boat out. And the great thing about if you guys know boating, at about 5, 6, 7 o'clock when the sun starts to go down, the lake turns to glass, and my dad would take this boat out, and you just hear. And he would just be doing 100 miles an hour on the lake. He wouldn't put us in the because I think he knew he was drunk at this point. Because that first run on his own, it was either his blow steam off run. I'm on vacation now because I have some of those too where I have to walk away when I go on vacation. After we packed the suitcases and we got it there and oh my God, I'm my father, Jesus, oh my God, I don't like to have insight like this. And Fetus, your family was perfect, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like we're gonna go. You sang songs in the car. You played games, didn't you?
We didn't drive. We took a plane.
We
We went to Florida, man. New York to Florida.
And New York's always goes to Florida. Yeah.
Disney World.
Oh, Disney
Every
World.
year?
We went once every other year.
Did you guys all buy the ears and wear them in pictures?
Yes.
Oh,
With your names on them?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they didn't do that back then. Not when I went when I was 6. I went when I was 9. Then we went to Orlando when I was 13. Then back again to Orlando when I was 16.
And were you angry? I don't even picture you. You didn't go through a weird time at all,
No.
did you?
No.
Like you have not gone through your dark time yet.
Nope.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
No, welcome to Christopher Titus' office.
It started. I have been very helpful to him.
You are very helpful.
I am a buffer I'm like a pain buffer. I can just let him know. By the way, this is going to really suck. What's about to happen is going to really suck. What? Why don't you? What? And he gets a little, and we have a long talk, and he's fine, right?
Yes.
I've been helpful.
What are you about to do to him when you say, by the way, this is really going to suck?
No.
Yo, man, you and Fetus were you all up in Fetus?
No, shut up. I'm giving him advice about. I've been here since '88. LA sucks. You know LA sucks.
Yo, LA my home, man. I live here. I like LA, man. 3rd and Western, all the way. What?
Stop. So, Fetus is just like the house. Okay, so Fetus. So I will tell you a little thing. I'm giving him. His dad isn't here, so I've kind of taken the role for a minute. At times, Uncle Christopher, Uncle Titus. And he was in this horrible. By the way, talk about the nightmare. This kid has been living in an apartment with bed bugs for how long?
Does he have your permission to share that?
That's fine.
I'd like to ask after he shared
Well,
it.
this is an LA story.
I know, but this might mess up his chances with chicks if you tell him that he has bed bugs.
No, that's his hygiene. It's not.
By the way,
bed
did
bug
you
thing.
take your bed with you when you moved today?
No, they got rid of their bed bugs, futons, everything. They didn't even move it.
Threw everything away.
Couch, no furniture. You
No,
went.
any furniture.
Wow. Okay. Good.
But it's a good start over
Yeah.
again, you know. So he comes in one day and he's like, "Oh, me and my buddy Con, we're looking at this apartment. You know, it's too expensive. It's too this." And he goes, "Oh, it's gorgeous. It's bigger. Everything's better. Everything's newer." And I just went, "What are you doing?" You know. But that's the thing about vacation. A lot of people put themselves through hell the whole year, and they take the 1 week where they try to stuff in all their relaxation. I say, kick a little bit of vacation into your life all the time. Whatever just jazzes you up, makes you feel a little better, do that. So convince him that it was $100 here, $100 there, whatever. He's gonna, and they moved it. You're moving in today, right? Mm-hmm. And you happy?
Oh yeah.
Like your mood is different, isn't it?
I am very happy.
He seems tired though.
He's
moved
been moving
all
all
day.
By
day.
myself.
Oh,
He's
where
moving
was
all-
your roommate?
He's working a 12-hour day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's holding up a camera. He's doing this. Squeak, squeak, turn it. Hold on, focus, step here, hit your mark. Where he's moving fucking refrigerators. That's
You moved a refrigerator?
Yeah.
I got a buddy to help me for like half an hour to move the fridge.
Oh, man, that's not a good buddy. You know,
He's engaged, so he had to go on a date with his fiance.
he's already engaged. That's the lamest. I'm not going to
Excuse.
help you move excuse
I
ever.
gotta go on a date
I guess I have to talk to him
with a
more.
girl
I got to
I've
give him some
been
more
engaged
advice.
to for 7 years.
Yeah. It's weird. You know, we had a buddy though. I had one of my best friends in the world. This last time we moved up to the Beverly Bridge house. All of a sudden, halfway through, the dude just snapped. His girl
We no
came
longer
over.
live on Beverly Ridge. Disclaimer. That's a former address.
It is. It is.
I know
That's why I
it
knew I
is,
could say it.
but it's still weird.
But in the middle of the move, he just got his girl showed up, and all of a sudden, next thing I know, we're kind of arguing in the front of that. Remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. So, by the way, help your friends move and don't complain because then you're going to need them when you move. And so you gave yourself a little vacation all the time with this new apartment, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Don't just plan a 2-week vacation where you try to get all your fun in and your heroin addiction and your drinking in 2 weeks. You know, do heroin throughout the year. That's not what I meant. That's not what I wanted to go with. I'm saying just have a little vacation on the way. My best vacation was
Spread it
Kauai.
out.
Although I will say, close second, Scotland and England.
Oh, that was the one. That was the one I should have said.
No, Kauai.
Yeah.
Scotland and England.
Oh, actually, I don't know.
It's a great vacation.
It's great.
It's a great vacation.
I mean, that was amazing.
Well, you had a lot of Scottish men kissing you, guys who look like James
Yeah,
Bond.
I did.
Were hugging and kissing you all the time. Hey, it's going, love. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in again.
By meeting number 2, we had moved up to the old Kissaruski.
Yeah, the cheek kiss and the boob grab. They said it was ceremonial. I was like, why are you grabbing a boob, bro?
I loved England and Scotland. That was like the coolest thing ever.
And I'm not a world traveler. I don't like it, and I
That's just like one of your things. Like that's made up. It's a made up thing. You don't cut people open and find not a world traveler. It's just something that you decided without, like maybe trying it with me, and then you tried it with me, and turns out that I don't punch you the whole time.
it with you.
Right? It was amazing. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Except for your one meltdown day. But other than that, it was amazing. The train was so much fun. We did a train up the coast of. It was so cool. If you ever get an opportunity, go to London, ride the train up to Scotland.
Scotland's a mother. Scotland is the
amazing.
shit. Scotland, because the history there. You go to like Orlando's great. Orlando is fine, but it's new. Like that was just a manufactured community that Walt Disney built. So it's got that. It's just part. But you go to Scotland, you're like, oh wow, this shit was here.
It's
3,000
nothing's
years ago.
new. Even Starbucks is inside of a building that has like peat moss growing in the cracks from 1602. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to go back next time and spend more time and go up into the Highlands and really see
And I'm
countryside.
going to get a pan flute too.
I would love that.
Up in the Highlands,
And
and a lira,
lira.
a lute.
Harpsichord.
Best vacation you ever had was
Six
Disneyland.
years old, Disney World for the first time.
Yeah,
How can your best vacation be
it's 6.
before you're old enough to drink? I don't even get that.
I know. We understand
You know
that
why I
about
know
you,
it's
though.
the best? Because I remember so much about it, and
Yeah.
I was 6.
Were you still scared? Were you scared shitless by Mickey Mouse and the characters
No,
at that
I
age?
was scared of. I called it Pirates of the Caribbeaner because I didn't know what Caribbean was.
Hey, man.
Pirates of the Caribbean, I was scared of the pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey, we're going to take your
Okay,
treasure.
wait. More importantly,
What?
Pirates of the Caribbean was when he was 6.
You don't know. There's a long time ago. There was Pirates of the Caribbean. It's been around for a long time. Pirates of the Caribbean started here at the LA Disneyland.
Wasn't Pirates of the Caribbean?
Hey, listen up, Holmes. Pirates of the Caribbean.
But I
They
mean,
all wear white T-shirts. We walked around. Hey, yo, we hijack ships.
shouldn't you say "arg" at one point if you're going to be a pirate of the Caribbean?
You don't. we don't-
Arg, eh?
Hey, arg, Holmes.
Orderly, arg.
No, Pirates of the Caribbean has been around a long time. They
Has it?
actually. Okay, so wow, I have to give you an update. They made the movie because of the ride. Do you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a ride. The
Oh,
ride was
well,
kind of
I thought you
legendary.
meant that the movie came
But people
out.
weren't riding it that much anymore. So Disney, here's the weirdest thing. It's the craziest idea. Guys, we have a ride. Let's make a movie about it. And everybody at Disney went, oh my God, he's the boss's son. Just go ahead and do it. And then it becomes this monster, trilogy. Are they doing 3 now, right? Are they doing a 4th?
I don't
We've
know.
already done 4. They're about to do 5th.
They did 4
No
already?
way, really? Everybody tuned out after the second or third.
Second was good.
I mean, same
Third one was a
movie,
little
different
weird, a little
name,
over the top.
different title.
Yeah, at one point. It's Fast and Furious movies, though. At one point, you just got to go, holy shit. I will say this about Mission Impossible. I'm looking forward to the Mission Impossible
Mission
movie.
Impossible on
Looking
Tom
forward
Cruise's
to it.
new press junket. They have actually put out a Tom Cruise mandate that no one can ask, mention, or bring up anything about Scientology or his dating life. 2 things.
How do you know? They said this in the news?
They did indeed.
Well, I will say this: he's making up for it by kicking ass. Did you? Fetus and I the other day watched him on Jimmy Fallon again. Some of the best. I say what you want. I'm over it now. The thing, if Tom Cruise was a psychopath, like we're just. I mean, he may be, but when he's performing or the movies he does, he brings it. Like that was. We just watched. Live, Die, Repeat. What's the Edge of Tomorrow again today? I watched Edge of Tomorrow again today. At one point, and I know all the Scientology stuff, and I know all the background. Is he gay? Is he not? What did he do to his women because he was putting them in Scientology? Nicole Kidman, when she walked out of the settlement, she was like punching the air, like she was done with this idiot. I don't care anymore. I just decided, you know what? He's a badass movie star, and God bless him. Whatever. As long as those movies keep showing up, I don't care what he's doing.
I said it before. I would never marry that dude, but I would definitely divorce him. I would in a heartbeat.
First of all, he's 5'7", so it would really be hard for you. Of course, he married Nicole Kidman.
She's 5'11" and a half,
Wow.
or maybe 6 feet. Yeah, she's really tall. But I mean, height doesn't matter if I'm divorcing him. I wouldn't marry
You'd
him.
have to marry him for a while to get some money, though. She stayed. He actually divorced her very cynically.
She left him on the exact 10-year mark.
No, he filed for divorce. Yes. He filed for divorce before 10 years.
Look at you. You're all like defensive of Tom Cruise. When did this happen?
When Edge of Tomorrow came out and it
What
kicked
happened
ass.
to Justin Timberlake?
Timberlake's still the man.
So cool.
Timberlake, man. But this was like, although
Timberlake has been replaced.
a little bit.
Oh, you love Justin Timberlake too.
He's cool.
You
See?
both love Justin Timberlake. Who's better, Tom Cruise? Because I feel like his man crush has
we
been
have
replaced.
to do. Well, here's the thing. Justin Timberlake's like 36, right? Tom Cruise is 53. I think right now, just because Tom Cruise is holding it together so well, I think Tom Cruise totally wins this.
No.
Yes, he does.
Fetus says no.
You should have seen him on the lip sync. Come on, you got to admit he's held it together longer. He did movies with Paul Newman. He's done movies with the biggest stars in the world. He's been nominated for an Oscar. Timberlake, okay, he can do some nice pop music. He was on the Mickey Mouse Club. I think we got to give it to Tom Cruise right now.
Tom Cruise can't dance, sing.
Welcome to Omeletville. Now, I will say those are the funniest things I've ever seen. He's real funny. Tom Cruise, maybe not as funny, but right now I'm leaning toward Tom Cruise because he's had 3 good movies in a row.
It's a very weird competition. Justin Timberlake versus
Tom Cruise.
Who would win in a fight? Men typically know this about
Tom
other
Cruise.
men.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise definitely wins.
Tom Cruise winning a fight.
He's only 5'7".
It doesn't.
Scrappy.
That doesn't.
Scrappy.
Scrappy. He's scrappy. That is true. You never.
He
find
does all his own
my
stunts.
dad.
That's a good point.
My dad told a story years ago about little Tommy something when he was getting. My dad was a bully for a very short time, and he told his
Your
story.
dad was a bully for his whole life.
He was my dad. He loved me even though he hated me. On vacation
and prior
and on
and
work
immediately
days and
after.
whatever. No, he never hated me. He just wanted me to grow up to be a man and do it and become
Stop
something.
being a pussy.
Yeah, stop being a pussy. Panty waist, candy ass.
He really called you all
nuts.
these names.
Oh, yeah.
Because people think that the phrase
Such a
was "stop
candy
being a wussy," but it was because you couldn't say "pussy" on
Yeah,
Fox. So
yeah,
it
yeah.
was actually, as
And
a small child, your father
Very
was saying,
tiny
"Stop
child.
being
Yes.
a pussy."
Yeah, quit being a pussy. Stop being a pussy. Panty waist,
Oh
candy
my
ass.
gosh.
Yeah. I like when Fetus has no concept of growing up like this at all. There was nobody in your town that grew up like this. It was all idyllic, fairly idyllic, right?
Well, no, we had some crackheads.
You guys like the Amish with technology, kind of.
Well, I mean, a little.
Yeah. I like that he just owns it. Yeah, okay. So we'd go on these vacations. Now, here's the problem with vacations. My dad never owned a vacation place or would not pay the money to go stay in a hotel or, so we had this buddy. He had a friend.
I know. I just heard about this from you and your sister. This is the worst. This is my nightmare. You could not encapsulate my nightmare any more perfectly than this.
What,
And
the cabin or what we had to do when we got there?
all of it.
Okay.
What you had to do, where you slept, and how you pooped. Go.
So there was this cabin. There was this lake called Lake Tulloch in Northern California. Now they had done this lease thing where they'd leased a bunch of people these land, and because they only leased the land and it was a year lease, these people came in and built these shacks. They were shacks. They weren't full houses. They were shacks, and everybody had dug a septic tank, and there was an outhouse. So, and by the way,
please give that a moment.
Yeah.
Let it sink in.
Savor that. So, and the houses, because no one wanted to put money in it, it was all found wood and stuff. So they were literally shacks, old windows.
And in the middle of the summer, it's how hot in California?
Really on a hot day, it was 101 on a hot day.
Okay.
But it was mostly between 89 and 95, around there most of the time.
I've been in that area, Lake Tulloch, and
Yeah,
it's
hot.
really,
It can get hot.
really hot.
So they had this. What they spent all their money on when they built on all the wood they used, they built this big porch, this 40 by 25-foot porch, and then they had stacks. Everyone had brought old mattresses from their house, and they stacked them on the deck. And so when you got there, everybody slept on the deck at night because it was cool. So we would sleep, and I just thought this was vacation. I had not stayed in a hotel or gone to a resort. So we would go show up there, and we would throw the mattresses down, and we would
You'd
sleep
pull
there.
a mattress off of the used stack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were all not really well cleaned.
Yeah.
Let's say, yeah.
Okay.
So
They'd been there
but-
all year round.
But you were in your sleeping bag, so it was fine.
Were they covered inside?
No, they were hanging out on the porch under the porch thing. Yeah. Yeah, so this is our vacation. You couldn't really go inside the cabin because there was no air conditioning or ventilation, so when you walked inside, it was literally like an oven. But there was one room inside because every vacation, because at one point there was 30 people up there on a weekend, and there was 7 boats, and it was kind of wild, kind of crazy. Maybe that's why I have an aversion to it now. And so there was always one old person who got to stay in the room. And I don't know if they were just trying to kill them by putting him in the room because it was so freaking hot.
So
And the outhouse was 40 or 50 feet
Okay,
through
here we
these
go.
sticker bushes.
in the 100-degree heat.
Right, or at night when it was, and it was mountain dark, like mountain dark. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And there's spiders in it.
Okay, yeah. Well, my dad saved everybody because there was this old crappy outhouse that they'd built literally had old signs and stuff. And
Wait, he's about to get to when vacation got good. Go.
My dad sold fiberglass equipment, so he had all these customers all over California. And one day he's at one of his customers, and they have a brand new. They built fiberglass outhouses, so they had a blem. They had one that didn't come out of the mold right. So my dad, he's stoked right now.
Yo, I've been in those wooden outhouses. They're sketchy.
Yeah, totally. It's a Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
Going into an old wooden
Who's ever
outhouse
been in
is
an outhouse? This is crazy.
You are the bougiest pretty
How?
girl
Oh,
I've
I'm
ever seen in my
bougie
life.
because I haven't been in an outhouse.
Yeah,
I'm
in the
sorry.
South, yes, it's almost like
Flushing
it's
toilets.
almost like you should get your union card pulled. You were from the South and you were never in an outhouse. That's
That's
crazy.
like me saying, no, I know that we have automobiles, but please bring around the horse and buggy. I'd like to experience rustic America.
I like to poop on old wood.
What's the point?
So here, the point is because they didn't know year to year if they were going to just close the lease on and make them clean these shacks out. So what happens is my dad.
I know that you've invented air conditioning, but bring me a block of ice and a fat woman
Here's the
with good air.
I'd like her to wave her nipples around and create a small breeze over the ice. Put the ice on her lap and make her flap her breast until I feel cool. Do it now. That is how the kings cooled
Rustic
off.
Americana.
That's how the kings cooled themselves. We need larger breasts. It's very hot. So they actually did. The sad thing is someone brought up an old window air conditioner, and the sound it made was so bad. It was like, brrrr, and so when you turn it on, it'd be like, turn that shit off. So it didn't blow any cool air anyway. So my dad. So everyone's hating this outhouse, and you have to walk through these little stickers, these little balls, like balls with spikes on them.
Yes, because that's the worst part of this story.
Wait, and then, hey, at one point, sometimes you just want to poop. It doesn't matter. And so you go out there, and it was bad. Spiders, this and that. We'd actually show up every time, and we'd hose it out. And
This
my
is
dad-
where you actually have to lie on the porch in the middle of the night and rate your impending bowel movement
Can I
on
sleep
a scale
through
of
this?
1 to 10.
Can I leave a shell in the breech all night, or am I going to have to pull the trigger on this? Am I going to have to light the fuse? So my dad shows up one day, and it was literally like a superhero thing. My dad shows up with this brand new white finished one-piece fiberglass outhouse enclosure, and it was 30 people like, it was like a hero's welcome. Literally, it was like someone had gone and then taken the gold from the other kingdom and brought it back, and they were now in charge. And we ceremonially took down that old horrible wooden outhouse, and we put the new one up. And people were like, "I am gonna poop first." People were like, it was like a line. I'm not kidding. And then after that, it was kind of cool. That was the problem, though. When you go on vacation with my dad had this thing that if a buddy of his was going to let him use his cabin to go on vacation, take his kids, the rule was always leave it better than when you showed up. And my dad took that to the extreme. Like, we'd show up with corrugated aluminum roof panels, and we'd fix a roof. So we've got a 5-6 day vacation, and 2 of the days were spent doing construction. And we're 9. It's not like we're like human beings. All right, guys, we're putting new carpet down. We're going to put all new indoor, outdoor carpet. But that's going to take 2 days. Can't we go skiing? Shut up. We're going to make sure we do the right thing. So I learned that. And that's why now I don't do that. I actually go to a hotel where I pay them.
Okay, so I've now found a direct link to you being asked to do anything during a vacation week. And the resulting flip out. I've now found a tiny thread.
Yeah, there is a tiny thread, I guess.
I'm going to pull it back all the way to
So you're basically trying to unravel.
1969.
You're trying to unravel my horrible pain of vacation. So what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm starting to see a thread.
Also, in the boat, like we'd want to go skiing all the time because we're little kids. We've got a boat right there. Can we go skiing? We love skiing. You know how much gas I could put in this car? He would we'd sit at the gas pump with the boat, and it was $76, $78, $79. See how much money I'm putting in. See how much vacation was like just someone to destroy your psyche. I'm gonna make you feel guilty and pained the entire vacation. Enjoy that. And then sunburned. And if we got sunburned, we were little kids. It was our fault. I mean, I don't mean like 12. I mean like 7, 8, 9. When little kids aren't thinking about that. So anyway, yeah. So it was vacation. It was fun. It's still some of the happiest times of my life.
Say it like you mean it.
Let me try again. Still some of the happiest times of my life.
Is that a tear?
No.
Okay.
Something in my eye.
All right. Well, let's try and improve on your vacations. I feel like there's going to be a tipping point where you've had so many good ones in spite of what.
Well,
you
last year we
expect.
cooked salmon. I've got, your brother is, Agent McSquashy's the best dude in the world to hang out with, and our foreign correspondent's back from the problem areas, and mom is there, and grandma's gonna run over another mailbox or do something silly, and and the kids are gonna. I'm fine with it. I'm good this year.
I'm fine with it.
You know what I don't? Here's what I don't like: the prep and the tear down. I don't like to pack all my shit. I guess no one does. I'm not. No one's like, I can't wait to pack and carry stuff on a plane. I guess I'm an idiot. I just think it's all about me.
Okay, our work is done here.
Yes. All right. And now,
I guess I'm an idiot. I guess it's just all about me. This has been the Titus Podcast. Please send your donations.
I don't like you anymore.
This episode, by the way, was brought to you by Casper.
Yeah, I want to talk about this. So we've been getting some people calling us to ask if they can put ads on it, and we always kind of vet the product. So they sent us one. This Casper bed, it's like a Tempur-Pedic bed, but we had a temp, and I love that because we actually had.
I don't know if it's like that. It's
It's
has this Casper's different.
memory foam.
Because it has two different technologies. It has latex foam and memory foam, which
Okay.
is different, which is not what everybody has.
So it's latex foam, and then the memory foam's on top. Because I will say this. If you've never slept on a memory foam bed, you do not know what it's like. We've talked about this before. We come home, and because we're not staying in hotels all the time, and we come home, and all of a sudden it's like your body, it just wraps around your body a little bit, and you're like, oh.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So my brother also got one
Yep.
from Casper.
And he's a monster, by the way.
He's a monster.
He is a...
And he was having really bad back problems. And I was like, I just wanted him to tell me how he was doing with it. And his back problems have stopped. He has not had, remember how he was wanting to go to the chiropractor and all that?
Yep.
He's not having back problems anymore.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because the memory foam fills all the gaps. Your head's not at a weird angle. You kind of sink into it, and you're supported all the way across. That's why. And here's the weird thing, and this kind of pissed me off, knowing what everybody else charges. These beds are pretty. Compared, they're like a quarter the price.
$500 for a twin. It's
Right.
crazy. And if you go to Casper.com/Titus, you get $50 off.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, $950 for a full king size mattress.
So it's a quarter the price. It's a quarter the price
Yeah.
of going to one of those mattress stores.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And more than, and this is something that no one else is doing too. I love Made in America, and I love that Casper offers a risk-free trial. So you can get the bed. We talked about this before because we don't believe it. It's crazy. You can sleep on it for 100 days. And if you don't like it, you can send it back.
Fetus put one up on the thing, man. That's a good looking bed too.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're
for-
substantial.
For a quarter the price. Go check it out, guys. Go to give them the thing again.
It is Casper.com
Casper.com.
/Titus.
Yep.
Try it for 100 days, free delivery. Free delivery.
They ship it to you in a big box.
And you need a bed.
Yeah, you need a
I
bed.
was just saying that.
Is that why you're on their website?
I'm gonna buy a queen. I want a queen bed.
You get
I didn't think
$50
about
off of that and free delivery.
Yo, I
And
spent
bed
that.
bugs don't like memory foam. They really
They also
hate it.
do 0% financing if you go to their website. That's not in our talking points. I've been cruising their website.
All right, so we'll have to get Fetus one, and then we'll see. We'll give
We want a
another,
review.
another review. All right, guys. Now let's move on to the news. From sea to shining sea, continent to continent, the oceans of the world, and sometimes space. It's Bombshell Rae with a bombshell news.
A panda at the Taipei Zoo has been accused of faking a pregnancy to get better food and air conditioning.
That's a hoe panda right there. That is a hoe. Wow, that's a white trash hoe panda. Really?
Her name is Yuan Yuan. She was exhibiting signs of pregnancy, and so everybody at the Taipei Zoo got very excited because, pandas don't often get pregnant. It's a big deal.
Since I've been a little kid, it's been in the news. We got the pandas to mate.
It's a big deal.
Maybe
right.
pandas just don't like. Maybe they just don't like to mate. Maybe they have the libido of. Maybe have you tried Viagra with the pandas?
I don't know.
Cialis?
them. I'm not in contact with the zookeepers.
All
I'm
right,
just
all right,
reading
just
this
checking.
news story.
So she faked a pregnancy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was artificially inseminated early this year, but she's not pregnant. But she was showing all the signs that pandas show when they are pregnant. So they moved her into an air-conditioned room, and they gave her showers and better food and care. Maybe they're just treating the pandas like shit.
Yeah, maybe they're abusing pandas, and this one's basically is trying to be a trustee panda. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just trying to be nicer.
I feel bad for her now. I mean, every girl's faked at least one pregnancy, but
Right. I can go through the women I
Right.
dated, right? And what did we expect to get out of that? I hung around longer. I didn't like you. I treated you.
yeah, right. You know, it's gonna. Oh, I lost it. Oh, then you want to care for me more.
Then you
That's
get
what
the
crazy
sympathy.
girls do.
No. Yes to your face, but when we're like, yes, we go in the other room and go, hoo hoo, boo boo.
But it wasn't real ever.
Nah,
You're just
you
with a
got-
crazy girl.
You gotta do a couple weeks of sympathy, and then you go, this isn't working out.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Man caught having sex with a bush. I am always amazed when we do these stories at what people will
Why
have
was the
sex
bush
with.
making noise? How was he caught? Was the bush making noise in the throes of passion? How the hell? Caught having sex with a bush.
Connecticut, man. We never hear about Connecticut
Is
in
it
our
a-
news stories.
You can't say Connecticut either.
Connecticut.
Is it my home state? I can't believe that some man was having fornication time with a celebrity of some sort.
Wallaceburg.
The Berg family. I know them.
81 years old.
Wow.
Completely naked in his Stratford yard when a neighbor witnessed him allegedly humping the bush.
I don't have anything. Okay, so you're old.
When the neighbor stopped him, here's how you know he wasn't out of his mind.
Whoa!
The
Who
neighbor,
stops an 81-year-old man from humping a bush? Look, no one's sleeping with an 81-year-old man. You let him have that bush.
I would video it. I
At
wouldn't
least
interrupt it.
I wouldn't just stop him. He's 81. Let him get off in the
He
bush.
stopped, covered himself up with a grill cover, and apologized for his rude behavior and went in the house. So he wasn't out of his mind. Oh, I
was
guess
just-
the neighbor did take video.
Just a little bush humping, man.
He's been charged with public indecency and breach of peace. $10,000
That means two
bond.
things. They arrested the 81-year-old man humping a bush. What a bunch of dickhead cops in Connecticut. Yeah, you can't be humping a bush there, Johnny. Get in the car. Gonna have to take you in there. No, don't complain anymore. I don't know why they all sound like Katharine Hepburn.
I don't get it. Any of it. There's a new pair
It's a
of
little weak.
kind of jeans that will conceal your farts.
What kind of bush? What kind of bush was it? Because I mean,
Jacaranda.
no, I just think of a lot of different bushes, and there's diseases you can get. There's pokey bushes. There's bushes. Obviously, it wasn't
Yeah,
a pokey
way
bush.
worse than vaginas. Way worse.
Yeah,
That's good.
bushes,
I
yeah.
like that you've got standards when it comes to foliage.
I just want to find out what ferns, kind of if you're allergic or something, they get that weird dust on them. What kind of bush can you hump?
Well, as fetus can attest
Because
to,
by the way, bushes are
you can
way
get
worse
all
than
kinds
vaginas.
of rashes from other things you put your penis in.
Yeah,
When did I test
swipe right. You get talked about a lot, dude. Swipe right.
There's a new-
I give you credit. He's 23. If I was 23 and that had happened, I'd have been like, what? You just go like this and someone hits yes and next thing you're just naked with him? I mean, come on. You know, he's going to need more penicillin than I did, but there you go.
Except you were 23, and it
They
was
didn't
the
have that.
80s when people were just walking up to people and saying, hey, do you want to have sex?
No, they
and
weren't.
do coke off my lower back.
No, that was the 70s. The 80s when AIDS came out and people were dying.
In comedy clubs? What?
Comedy clubs. No, I was too
You've
young.
even told me you were the nerd. You were the nerd
Yeah, I
that
was
said,
kinda-
no, I got to go home and work on my comedy.
Yeah. Well,
Nerd.
I am
Oh,
a total nerd.
please. This is the pot and the kettle.
And but you know what else? You know what else is that wasn't that guy. I just wasn't that guy. I just never. My dad had screwed so many women. I just thought I'm not going to be that guy. It's a mistake. It's an early mistake.
And it all comes back to
Right?
Dad.
It is.
I found another thread.
Oh, jeez.
I'm making a macrame.
Really, I've
haul.
only done 6 comedy specials that feature my father. Really, you think it maybe connect to Dad somehow? Yeah, I agree with you.
Anyway, let's talk about important stuff. There's a new type
Man
of
humping a bush. You're right.
jeans-
We got off track. You're right.
New type of jeans that
Oh, yeah?
will conceal farts.
Why?
It's a UK-based company. They brought you fart filtering underwear. They've now expanded. They're going to do pajamas too.
Well, good, because someone in this room has a problem.
It's called, I know, Shreddies jeans and pajamas. If you want them, fetus.
So, how bad? Okay, look, whenever someone invents something, they invented it because there was a need. Because something in their life was so bad that they just went, fuck it. You know what? We're going to fix this. Elon Musk decided to change a planet with solar and the electric car. Edison did the light bulb.
It was because Elon Musk thought, I'm tired of going to the gas station.
I'm tired, right.
There was a need in his life.
Right, and the same with the guy with the pants. I'm tired of going to the gas station. And whoever, I'm going to invent fart filtering pants.
Supposedly they filtered the sound too, which might come in handy for every man I've ever known.
I don't have that much of a problem. The worst thing that ever happened to me, how farty are the English that they literally, oh my God, I hope they develop the. You know, it would be great one day if we have these pants that would actually not only.
It's all the bobble and squeak.
Kill the smell. Yeah, the food is so good in England. That's why it would kill. But it would filter the smelly, right? And then it would, if we could make some sort of like a muffler on it, like some sort of fart muffler, so it would just go. That would be good. If farts would be cuter, I would like that. You could just go. Excuse me.
Adorable.
See? Right. That's a competing company, adorablefarts.com. Go there. If you hit the code Titus, you get 10% off adorable fart pants. You're reading your iPad.
Well, there's another...
I'm dropping pearls of genius here, and you got nothing. Thank God for Fetus.
Well, there's another story about a man in Florida
closer to
having
that chair,
sex
Fetus.
with an alligator.
Another one?
Yeah, I'm a little like I'm stunned by it.
Well, why is it still making the news? After the ninth
He
guy humping
had
an
a
alligator?
12-foot alligator tied and blindfolded for a month, and he sexually assaulted it repeatedly.
Isn't Bill Cosby?
It's Bill Cosby, the Bill Cosby of Florida, obviously. That's like Fetus jumps in with a
Of
Bill Cosby
reptiles.
joke.
Okay.
How do you roofie an alligator?
If you want a good time and you're bored when you're sitting at work, there's a Distractify video that has gone viral.
Wait. Sorry, we have to go back to the alligator hostage.
Do
I'm
we?
sorry. Yeah, I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. So there's a lot of work. Dating is a lot of work. I understand dating is a lot of work. You gotta go out. You gotta be cool. You can't blow it too hard. You have to get someone back. You have to have drinks, right? It's hard. I never once, no matter how hard my dating scene was, I never once went, you know what I'd rather just do? If I could just fucking find an alligator, tie it up, blindfold it, and just rape it repeatedly. That would be so much easier than dating this crazy bitch who wants another drink.
I don't know. Based on some of the things you said about your ex.
Alligator.
I don't know.
Alligator, swipe right. Yeah, come on back. No, come on back. Come on back to the swamp. No, yeah, come on back. Wait, what? I'm getting tied up. That alligator is traumatized for the rest of his life. Is the guy in trouble?
Yeah, he got arrested. There's all kinds of issues.
Who's going to file charges?
Who's going to testify?
Exactly. The alligator just on the stand crying.
Anywho, there's a Distractify video that you can go and check out.
What's
where
Distractify?
It's a place where you can go and watch videos.
Okay.
It's
Thank
Distractify videos on YouTube, and you can go and watch. There are many different kinds. And this is where they had police sketch artists, and they would ask women to describe their man's penises, and from their description, the sketch artist would draw it.
This is the
See if he
lowest
just
rent
found it.
thing we've ever done, but we have to watch it.
Well, we're not going to watch it right now, but we're going to tell people that they can go watch it.
All right, so go to Distractify. Girlfriends describe their boyfriend's penises to a police sketch artist.
Can of beans was one of the phrases, dead serious, said by a woman.
Can of beans?
kind
and
of
every woman
shaped
who just heard that went,
Like a can of beans.
hello?
Another woman said wrinkly. But the
But
guy,
that was an alligator who said
and the
that.
guy is sitting there, and the guy said, "I do not have wrinkly balls." Like they're going back and forth, so the guy's there too. And then she said, "Oh, baby, it's okay."
Oh, that is
But it's really
horrific.
funny, so go and watch.
Ah.
And I kind of wanted to do it.
Oh my God! All right, we have something to do tonight. Now, after we do the podcast, we can go do something.
Yay! A woman believed Jesus Christ would pay her dinner tab.
You did this one. You did this one a couple weeks ago.
No, it's new.
Another one?
Mm-hmm.
No, we had talked about this.
This was not a couple weeks ago. That was a really long time ago, and this is a new one. This has happened again. All this shit just keeps happening over and over.
Florida?
Don't you get this?
Is it smell like Florida?
South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. That was like last year that I do
It was
remember
a couple
that
weeks
now.
ago.
No, it
Fetus,
wasn't.
wasn't this a couple weeks ago? Someone.
I have not been working here. I was not working
Thank
here
you.
if that happened.
Bam.
It's never happened since
All
I've
right.
been here.
It must have been a radio show I did, and someone else brought this up. Go ahead.
No.
All right, go ahead.
You were on Mary Lou Henner today. Did you talk about it on there?
I did not, but someone talked about me on Mary Lou Henner when she was on early in the week, and
really
actually told.
nice things,
told-
actually.
Okay.
Unbelievably nice.
She knew more about me.
Raving. Oh, well, she asked me to text her 2 specific things that no one else would know so that she could scare you into thinking that she was psychic.
Yeah, it just makes me think she's a witch, and she probably needs to put a curse on her.
No, you don't put curses on witches.
Yeah, you do. That's how you can get them.
You've done this before? Oh, your ex.
You got to remember who I dated. Not just my ex. I had the punch in the face girl.
Wheezy.
I had the punch in the face girl. I had the girl who slept with many different men.
Oh, well, here you go. In this news story,
she
last
had
October.
a vagina of many colors.
Yeah. See, you could have done the sketch artist thing. Last October, a woman in Oklahoma walked out on her check telling the restaurant and police that her husband, Jesus Christ, would be back to pick up the tab. So that was the news story. That was last October. This is
Okay.
a different one. You son of a bitch.
Good, I can rehash these jokes.
We'll be right back. We got to go find that
Let's just play that one.
This woman, she was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Kind of ritzy place.
Sure. Management asked her to pay her check and leave because she was being kind of tweaky. She had a $26 tab. She refused to pay. She said that she had no money on her. She was fully aware of this fact when she came in. They asked her what she planned to do when the check came, and she said Jesus would pay it for her.
The sad thing about this is that there's a point when if you go to church long enough, you do believe that if you have faith, it'll happen. If you're out there at the restaurant, people, and you ordered a steak, you ordered steak and eggs, let's say you went full out and you had the cheesecake. If you believe, even if you didn't have the money, even if you had a hard week at work, a hard week at school, whatever it is, if you're a student, if you're a bum, if you're someone who's addicted to crystal meth, if you believe, Jesus will pay your tab. Now I'm going to talk to snakes.
What?
Bobby got caught for raping an alligator, so the deacon won't be back this week.
If you want to see us, you can see us at South Point Casino
After
and
this
Hotel.
podcast, you're questioning it right now.
Right. July 31st through August 2nd,
Yep, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, guys. And
Las Vegas.
And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be in Philadelphia at Helium.
August 13th through the 15th.
And
You're
then at the
welcome.
end of August,
Oh, San Antonio, somewhere that I don't think
I've
we've ever
never
gone.
played San Antonio before. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I also want to say this, guys. Do us a favor. Go to click through on the Amazon link on the ChristopherTitus.com page when you go into Amazon to buy anything. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out. And we don't ask you guys to help us with the podcast. Send us this, send us that. So if you can just click through on the Amazon link. Do that. The YouTube channel we have, Christopher Titus TV. We're putting up new videos every week, new stuff every week, and we started filming the Armageddon updates. So if you guys want to see the Armageddon update live, go to Christopher Titus TV. Also, CombustionSpeedwear.com. Go check it out if you want some cool hot rod clothing. And I think that's it. Am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something.
You already said it. Go to ChristopherTitus.com for the dates. We're also coming up. Let's just mention this because these just went live. We are going to Florida. We are doing it. We are going to Florida September 10th through the 13th. We start in Tallahassee.
Sounds like a threat.
We start in Tallahassee at Turner Auditorium on the 10th. On the 11th, we go to Gainesville University Auditorium at University of Florida.
Right.
On the 12th, we're in Tampa at the Strauss Center for Performing Arts. We're in the Ferguson Hall. And on the 13th, we're doing one show, one night only, West Palm Beach Improv. You can go to ChristopherTitus.com, and all of the ticketing links are live. You can click through if you forget any of that.
There you go. Also, guys, we're working on this movie Special Unit. We're going to do this movie Special Unit, and we're going to start filming in February. We need to raise a little more money, so if you want to, go to ChristopherTitus.com. Buy a Titus DVD. My best one. Here's the thing. You know why people don't buy Neverlution? Do you know why? Because it's two different recordings. Because the recording we did in Aspen before I was really done with the show, and Comedy Central released that, and then we filmed an entire other version 6 months later in San Diego, which is one of the best shows I've ever done. So get a Neverlution, get a couple. I'm putting all the money, any money we make on the DVDs is going towards the movie. So help us out. Yeah.
You know, that's right.
All right, I think we're done.
We're done.
Good job yelling today. You your voice came up good. Nice job, Fetus.
Thanks.
I just mentally threw the mic down.
For myself. Thanks for listening, by the way, to Titus Podcast, guys. We actually hit 3.5 million downloads. Why? Why are you doing that? You just want to go.
I gotta get my medicine.
She just put her head down on the microphone like, would you shut up?
We're just slowly petering out.
No, you're petering out. I'm still in this. I could do another hour. Fetus, you in? All right, listen. For myself, Bombshell Rae, Fetus.
And Willie Jello Johnson.
Later.
Peace out.
See ya.
Jello.
And BMW huffing book.
Do not sign off.
And Hitler.
I will be back next week.
And the inner retard.
Are we done here? Are we doing something? Good.